Good morning. So I've recently finished making the film about my family. I will actually be debuting it to them tomorrow, so that's exciting. But in the meantime, I needed to switch my brain from the emotion that I was dealing with in creating that family movie. And so I thought to myself, what is the complete opposite of filmmaking? Bread making. For the past 3 years, I've been sharing my experience on what it's like to make my first documentary. I began with very basic equipment and a very limited knowledge of how a documentary film should be set up. Mostly that was just based on like me watching documentaries and like, oh, this is how they would seat someone in an interview. But knowing nothing about anything else, like lighting and audio and anything like that. But I got started anyway. You know, in the beginning, I thought I could finish this project in about 3 months, like over a summer's period. I don't know. I mean, maybe I could have, but it didn't work out that way this time. There was just so much work to do. Anything from finding photos, scanning photos, doing research about that. Oh, hold on. I have to do this for 10 minutes. So yeah, finding photos, doing research, getting videos. What else did I do? Digitize old VHS videos. And like I said, doing research, going online, finding out the history, not only of our genealogy, but of what was going on around that time. Historically speaking, things that would have affected maybe some of the choices that my family made, to kind of understand why they made those choices. On top of all that, I'm learning as I go. So, it was a lot harder than I thought. There was a lot of work, and I didn't think I was ever going to finish. Oh, and did I mention about the interviews? Trying to set up and actually follow through with interviews, that was the hardest. It was definitely tough, but I didn't give up. Cute. It was a lot of work. It was very tough, but I did not give up. About halfway through this process, I joined a course to help me with documentary filmmaking, and it helped me to become a better storyteller and a better editor, and I'm so thankful for that. It did take some time though. It was a little intimidating at first, I will admit, but I am glad I did it. And thankfully, as I kept at it over time, I could really see that I experienced some growth from where I had started from. Speaking of growth. But there were still some challenges. Not everything came easy after I started taking that course, for example, my uncle passed away, and it was very sudden, and it just really felt like the wind was like knocked out of the family. At that time, and even still now, I feel the family was in kind of a fragile state. And I wasn't honestly really sure what to do. I had felt like my movie's over. Like, what am I, like, how do you, like, what do you do after that? You know what I mean? I didn't want it to end that way, but at the same time, I didn't know how I could go forward. I just struggled. Mostly I struggled with getting the ending. The last episode was meant to be about my mom, her brothers and sisters specifically. And with the loss of one during that time, I didn't know what to do. So I searched for some feedback. I needed somebody to help me to say, yes, this is good, or no, this is too much. I need some guidance, like, where do I go from here? And I was so thankful that I was able to get that guidance, because it really helped me to start to kind of put things into perspective. And I was able to see the film start to finally kind of take some shape as to what is going to be and how the ending is going to be. One by one, I began to put together the final episode. I went through each of the brothers and sisters, and I highlighted their strengths, their experiences, and of course, their love for the family. I was getting closer to the finish line. See you in 30 minutes. So, after many final revisions and several screenings, whether they were on my computer, my television, my laptop, or even the phone, I was gonna say telephone, I was finally happy with the end result. And I was finally able to say that I have completed my family documentary. We were finished, and I was happy with the result. So now I will be premiering this documentary, which I am calling Acuérdate, which means remember. I'll be debuting it to the family tomorrow, and I really hope they like it, because I put in a lot of hard work. That's hot. It's a good sound. And I put in a lot of love as well. So I hope they, I hope they enjoy it. It's a 4-part mini-series taking us through the journey of our family. So I'm excited for them. I'm excited for them. That's a good one. Bread ASMR. Ow, hot. Okay. So that's it, guys. We made it. It took a long time. There was a lot of hard work, but we did the work. We didn't stop. though we did take some breaks, but we made it through. I'm looking forward to moving on to something different and sharing this with my family. But I do want to thank all who have been with me along this journey, been supportive in some way, form, or fashion, give tips, give encouragement. I really appreciate it. And I want to thank my family who have shared their story with me so that I can share it with the rest of the family. And I think it's really important, and we can all benefit from learning from each other. So I'm looking forward to learning new things, them learning about the family, me learning more about them, and just continuing on. Like, just because I'm not making a movie anymore doesn't mean I'm going to stop learning about my family. You know what I mean? So it's exciting. I'm glad to be sharing it. Oh, and thanks to Paul Hollywood for this bread recipe, which I love and my family loves. So if you're curious about where I got this recipe from, it's not from in here. It's from Paul Hollywood, the bread king, apparently. So yeah, thank you to all for watching. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, lots of love, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.